Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to film today's video. I am going to be sharing 5 daily tasks that I have been doing that have been changing my life. I am happier, I feel more motivated, my productivity levels are at an all-time high. Overall, I am feeling good and I'm so excited to be sharing these daily tasks with you. To get this started, I was scrolling through TikTok and watching YouTube at the beginning of quarantine, and I kept seeing these videos on the 75 hard. What the heck is the 75 hard? I was reading what it was all about and I was like, no way in heck am I ever doing this. Like, there's no way that nope, that's just not happening. But I finally decided to do it and I'm so happy that I did. During the past few months of quarantine, I have been working remote and I have just had such a lack of motivation. I have such a hard time getting out of bed in the morning. I have 0 routines most of the day. I was working from my bed and not even leaving my apartment until 5 p.m. or later. And I was just stuck in this rut and I felt so unproductive and out of it, and I want to change that. I started the 75 hard program a little over a week ago, and you may be thinking, what the heck is 75 hard? Because at first I had no idea what the heck it was. So let's talk about that. So basically, this is a program that was created by a man named Andy Frisella. So he is an entrepreneur, an author, and he is the host of a podcast named Real AF. And it has a whole podcast episode where it goes through and talks about 75 hard, the different tasks you have to do, and the premise of the program. Andy frames this as a program that is not a fitness program. It is not a program to lose weight, and it's not a program for everyone. It's a mental toughness program. It is to create discipline. By the end of it, he says you're winning the war with yourself. You're supposed to be taking control of your life, creating discipline in your life, and through that, you will take ownership and control of your life and then have more self-confidence, self-esteem. So you have to complete these tasks every day, no substitutions, no compromises, and here is what they are. You have to drink a gallon of water a day, stick to a diet, there are 0 cheat meals, and no alcohol. Read 10 pages of a book, take a progress picture every day, and then complete 2 45-minute workouts. So then within those tasks, there are some more fine print details. You have the whole day to complete these tasks, from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. Audiobooks do not count. 1 out of your 2 45-minute workouts has to be outdoors. You can do both outdoors if you want, but at least 1 has to be outdoors. And if you fail to complete all the tasks in a given day, you reset and have to go back to day 1. So if you're on day 74 and you don't complete all your tasks that day, you go all the way back to the beginning to day 1. That is just one motivating factor that keeps me on track, because I don't want to start all the way at the beginning. As you can tell just by the general rules of the program, it's intentionally vague. Andy talks about the fact that if you're already on a diet plan or a nutrition plan, or you're already doing a workout plan, you can incorporate those into the 75 hard. That's why he makes them so vague as to stick to a diet or just do 2 45-minute workouts. It's very adaptable to whatever you're already doing in your life. I will say that I had some concerns originally just because I don't like restricting myself. I enjoy having rest days, and I was a little concerned as to how it would affect my social life. I have to complete all these things. Am I going to be able to still like go out to dinner or drinks with my friends or just spend time with them and be able to complete all these tasks in a given day? I will say that I have been. Why did I officially decide to do 75 hard? I am someone who loves a good challenge. I'm extremely competitive and I'm really into health and fitness. I thrive off of structure. So since quarantine happened and I haven't had that structure, I've been needing something like this to really just give me a kick in the ass and get me to get my shit done. For me, it's not about losing weight, it's about becoming healthier and stronger. And if I end up losing a few pounds as a byproduct of that, sure, like I'm not gonna be mad about it, but that is not my intent for this program. Let's talk a little bit more about these daily tasks. First, drink a gallon of water a day. If you have been following my YouTube videos recently, you would know that at the beginning of quarantine, I actually did a challenge where I drank a gallon of water every day for a week. So this is something that I've already pretty much incorporated into my lifestyle, so it was easier for me to add this daily task to my routine because I had already been doing it for the most part. My recommendation would be to get a half gallon or gallon water bottle so you can fill up and know exactly what you need to drink for the day, and then you don't have to worry about counting how many cups of water you drank or adding all the ounces together to get to your gallon. Where's mine? Oh. So this is my good old gallon of water. I fill this up every morning so I know exactly what I need to get through for the day. I don't like drinking out of this big jug. It's just, it's very heavy, honestly. So I pour it into another water bottle and then just drink from that. I will say that when I first started drinking a gallon of water a day, my body needed to adjust, and you will pee a lot. I pee like 10 times a day now, but you're hydrated. My skin's clearing up, my body feels good. And also because I'm drinking so much water, I am snacking less, which I think when I'm bored or just working on my computer during the day, I'll just reach for a snack because I think I'm hungry, but in reality, I'm thirsty. So just keeping myself hydrated has been helping me kind of figure out my nutrition as well. The second task is to stick to a diet. This is also very vague. It's just to stick to a diet of your choice. What works for you? Everyone's body is different. It just has to be a diet that is helping you achieve your goals. It's a structured plan designed with physical improvement in mind. There's a wide range of what that can look like. So if you're already doing something that's working for you, you can stick to that diet. For me, I was eating out a ton because we were moving apartments, so we didn't want to keep buying groceries when we were moving a bunch of stuff, and then when we got here, we were still eating out a little bit to celebrate our move. So finally I got some freaking groceries. I want to be eating foods that are nourishing my body and giving me energy and making me feel good. I'm just trying not to eat fast food, fried food, less processed food and sugar. I'm just trying to make foods with the groceries that I have and eat out less. That's what works for me. That may not work for you, but that's what I have been doing. I just want to be using my groceries and cooking more and finding new recipes, and it's honestly fun. Like Vlad and I will cook dinner together now, and it's just a fun time. And I'm still able to go out and socialize with friends and get a healthier option on the menu. With that, there are no cheat meals and no alcohol for 75 days. So this could be a deterrent for people. It's definitely part of many social settings. So at first when I saw this, I was like, I don't, like 75 days, that could be tough. A lot of my friends were like, heck no, will I ever do that? But I honestly don't drink too much, and I'm very much into health and taking care of my body right now and getting stronger and more fit. So I didn't want to let that be a barrier to me doing this program. I don't really ever have cheat meals. This wasn't something that I did prior to starting the program, but I just think of it as I'm not having fast food or eating fried food or sugary dessert items. The next task is to read 10 pages of a book. At first, this may not seem like a lot, but I am a slow reader. So I usually try to get this one done right in the morning. And from what I saw, a lot of the books people are reading are more nonfiction, entrepreneurial, self-development books. This is the stack of self-development books I already had in my collection. The one that I started off with was Make Your Bed. This is a really good book, and I make my freaking bed every day now. And before, I didn't really do that. And that was one of my 2020 goals, actually, was to make my bed every day. So now it's finally freaking happening in August. Just to take a few minutes out of your morning to read pages of a book that I probably wouldn't read otherwise is just a nice thing that I've added to my routine. And I feel like I'm expanding my knowledge and developing because of it, which is good. Cannot complain about that. The next task is to take a progress picture every day. This is also one that I do right when I wake up in the morning. I get into my workout outfit and just take my progress picture. I think this task is more just about the discipline of it, of taking a progress picture every day. I'm intrigued to see what my progress looks like from day 1 to day 75. And I feel like this one is the easiest one to forget. So that's why I do it right in the morning, so I can just check it off and carry on with my day. The last one is one that a lot of people ask about, is how the heck are you doing 2 45-minute workouts a day? This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. I always make one of my workouts a walk, and it's an outdoor walk. So I start my morning every day with at least 45-minute outdoor walk, and I love it. I see so many dogs in the morning now. I met an 11-week-old corgi named Baxter the other day. I usually was not leaving my apartment until 5 o'clock, and now I get outside, I get some vitamin D, I see some dogs, like I am just happier based off of that. And then also I'll either listen to some music, or I recently got into podcasts, and I used to not like podcasts whatsoever. I thought they were really monotonous. It was hard for me to stick through the entire hour, but it's finally something that I like, which I'm happy about. And I think I found the type of podcast that I genuinely enjoy listening to. So I've been listening to a lot more business and finance and productivity podcasts. My favorite right now is The Ground Up Show by Matt Devella. I don't know what it is, but when I'm listening to these podcasts and going on my little power walk, I feel so motivated, and I come back and I get on my laptop for work and I'm ready to take on the day. It's adding value to my life, which I appreciate. And then my second 45-minute workout of the day I usually do after work, and it's more of a HIIT workout, or I do core power Instagram IGTV videos with my friends. So we all get on a Zoom call and I work out with them. So I'm still having a social life too, because I'm doing workouts with my friends. You don't have to be pushing yourself and doing 2 45-minute HIIT full-on workouts every day, because it's 75 days and you have to do this every day for 75 days. So you don't want to tire yourself out and be sore and not be able to complete the workouts. And with quarantine, there's so many options. Gyms that have been posting workouts online, on YouTube, on Instagram. There's so many just good YouTube accounts. It's free workouts, so there's something to do. So I try to switch it up and try to do something different every day, whether it's a yoga class, a HIIT class. I recently ended up buying some ankle weights and some dumbbells off of Amazon just to have, because I'm working out at home so much. So I just got 2, 3, and a 5-pound, and then ankle weights that you can adjust up to 5 pounds. One last thing I would say is to make sure you are planning ahead. I know for me, for example, today after work, I have to go to my old apartment with my dad to take out some of the last of the furniture pieces. So because of that, I made sure that I planned ahead with how I was doing all of my daily tasks today and how I was fitting in my workouts, drinking my gallon of water, etc. And then 2 weeks from now, I'm actually going to New York to help my friend Sylvia move in to college. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that we're doing, and I'm gonna have to make sure that whether that's me waking up earlier or fitting in time later in the day to get my workouts done, or make sure I'm eating healthy. You just need to think about these things as life happens. So I just sort of make sure the night before I look at my schedule for the next day, figure out what I'm doing. If I know that I'm calling my friend or FaceTiming my friend to chat for an hour or so, then I'm definitely going to make sure that I get my shit done beforehand. The way that I track all of my tasks for 75 Hard is through this notebook. So I made myself a little notebook. It has all of the tasks just in the first page, and then I just go day by day. I write the date, what day I'm on of the challenge. I show breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then snacks, just to write down what I ate for the day. And then I have my workout section where I mark my first and second workout, and I usually try to write what workout I did and who I did it with, because I just think it's fun to look back on. I did like a 60-minute yoga sculpt workout on day 2 with Sylvia Saranonica. You definitely don't have to do that, but I just like it for my own records to kind of look back and see what different types of things I did throughout the program. And then on the bottom section, I just check off my 10 pages with what book I've read, checked off that I finished my gallon of water, and then checked off that I took my progress picture. So this is the way that I personally do it. I'm very much a pen and paper girl. I like to write it all down. I know that they do have an app with the 75 Hard program. I think you have to pay like $5 for it, but if you like using apps and technology to track things, and that could be an option for you. You could also just track it on your own in the notes section of your phone. For me, writing it down is what works best, and what keeps me accountable. So do what works for you to keep you best accountable and to make sure that you are checking all your boxes each day. I honestly think the program is easier for me right now because I am working remote. So I feel like I have a lot more autonomy with how I can allocate my time. I will sometimes use my lunch break to do a quick workout. Well, now it's time for my morning walk. I'm hoping I see lots of doggos. So thank you so much for watching. Stay hydrated. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you get a notification next time I post. Come join us on this journey. I'm probably gonna do some more videos around what a typical day in my life on the 75 hard looks like, so I can show you more of my daily routine, and then I'll most likely do a video at the end to recap everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.